Your brain contains roughly 86 billion neurons, each one connected to thousands of others. And right now, they are firing in patterns that let you understand these words. In 2012, scientists at Google built a network with just 1 billion connections and showed it random YouTube videos. Without anyone telling it what a cat was, it learned to recognize cats on its own. That artificial network was inspired by the squishy 3-pound organ sitting inside your skull. And here is the wild part. The basic idea is so simple that by the end of this video, you could explain it to a 10-year-old. Let us start with the original neural network, your brain. Pick up your hand and look at it. The fact that you can do that involves millions of tiny cells called neurons talking to each other. A single neuron is surprisingly simple. It has a body, some branches called dendrites that receive signals, and one long tail called an axon that sends signals out. Think of it like a tiny decision maker. It listens to its neighbors, and if enough of them are shouting, it shouts too. Neurons do not actually touch each other. There's a tiny gap between them called a synapse. When one neuron fires, it releases chemicals that float across this gap to the next neuron. Here is the key insight. Some connections are strong and some are weak. A strong connection means that first neuron has a lot of influence. A weak connection means it barely matters. Your brain learns by strengthening useful connections and weakening useless ones. In the 1940s, scientists asked a brilliant question. Can we build this in math? They stripped away all the biology and kept only the essential idea. An artificial neuron takes in numbers, multiplies each one by a weight, adds everything up, and decides whether to fire. That is it. No chemicals, no biology, just multiplication and addition. The weights are the artificial version of strong and weak connections. Let us build one step by step. Imagine you are deciding whether to go outside. Input 1, is it sunny? Give that a score from 0 to 1. Input 2, do you have free time? Another score. Input 3, are you feeling energetic? Each input gets multiplied by how much you care about it. Maybe weather matters a lot to you, so that weight is high. Then you add up all the weighted scores. If the total crosses a threshold, the neuron fires, meaning yes, go outside. But we need one more ingredient, something called an activation function. Without it, stacking neurons together would just give us a fancy calculator. The activation function adds a twist. It squashes or transforms the output in a non-linear way. The most famous one is called real U, and it is embarrassingly simple. If the number is negative, output 0. If it is positive, let it through. This tiny rule is what allows neural networks to learn complex patterns. A single artificial neuron can only draw a straight line to separate things. Literally. Show it pictures of cats and dogs, and the best it can do is find one simple rule, like maybe cats are smaller. That is useless for real problems. The magic happens when we connect many neurons together. Each one learns a tiny piece of the puzzle, and together they solve problems no single neuron ever could. So we organize neurons into layers. The first layer is the input layer. It just receives raw data, like pixel values from an image. The last layer is the output layer. It gives us the answer, like cat or dog. Everything in between is called hidden layers, and this is where the real thinking happens. Each hidden neuron takes outputs from the previous layer, does its multiply and add magic, and passes the result forward. Here is where it gets beautiful. In an image recognition network, the first hidden layer often learns to detect simple edges. Vertical lines, horizontal lines, diagonal lines. The second layer combines these edges to find shapes, curves, corners, circles. The third layer combines shapes to find parts: eyes, ears, wheels. And deeper layers combine parts to recognize whole objects. The network builds up from simple to complex automatically. But wait, how does the network know what weights to use? When we first build a network, all the weights are random garbage. Show it a picture of a cat, and it might output dog with 90% confidence. It is completely wrong. Learning means adjusting these weights until the network starts getting things right. And this is where the real genius of neural networks comes in. We train the network by showing it thousands of examples where we already know the right answer. Show it a cat photo, it guesses dog. We tell it the right answer was cat. The network calculates how wrong it was. This is called the loss. Then it figures out which weights contributed most to the mistake and nudges them in the opposite direction. Do this millions of times with millions of examples, and the network slowly gets smarter. The algorithm that adjusts the weights is called backpropagation. Think of it like this. If your friend gives you wrong directions and you end up lost, you trace back your steps to figure out which turn was the bad one. Backpropagation does the same thing mathematically. It starts from the output error and works backwards through every layer, calculating exactly how much each weight contributed to the mistake. Then it tweaks each weight just a little bit in the right direction. You have probably heard the term deep learning. Here is the simple truth. Deep learning just means neural networks with many hidden layers. A network with 2 hidden layers is shallow. A network with 50 hidden layers is deep. More layers mean the network can learn more abstract and complex patterns. The breakthroughs you hear about, ChatGPT, DALL-E, self-driving cars, these all use networks with hundreds of layers and billions of weights. Let us tie it all together with one final analogy. Imagine training a new employee. Day 1, they make lots of mistakes. You give them feedback after each task and they adjust their approach. After a few months, they are excellent. Not because you programmed every decision into them, but because they learned from examples and feedback. A neural network is exactly like this, except it can process millions of examples in hours instead of months, and it never gets tired or forgets what it learned. You now have a complete mental model of neural networks. Artificial neurons inspired by biological ones. Layers that build from simple to complex. Weights that control connection strength. Activation functions that add non-linearity. Training that adjusts weights using examples. And backpropagation that figures out which weights to change. This foundation will serve you for everything else in AI. Because every modern system from ChatGPT to facial recognition to recommendation algorithms is built on these exact principles. Let us lock in what you learned today. First, neural networks are layers of simple math units that multiply, add, and decide whether to fire, inspired by how your brain works. Second, they learn by adjusting weights based on feedback from millions of examples using an algorithm called backpropagation. Third, deep learning is just neural networks with many layers, enabling them to learn incredibly complex patterns. Next up, you should watch our video on how to actually build your first neural network in Python. We will write real code together and train a network to recognize handwritten digits. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Sucreed Learn Hub so you never miss a video. And drop a comment below. What is the one AI concept you wish someone would explain simply? I will see you in the next one.